Hi, I'm Rich Dollaz, do national radio promotions independently as well as for Interscope Records, and I do management. The name Rich Dollaz came from when I was interning at Bad Boy. I actually got it from Puff and Sean Press. They were like, my name is Richard Trowers. So at first they were calling me Trousers. So that's kind of what they call you, like being online, like make fun of you. But, as time went on, they were like, yo, we need to give you a fly name. Like, you need something that really, like, has some intestinal fortitude, you know what I mean? And when you walk the streets, you'll be like, yo. So they gave me the name. The best experience ever.
Okay.
I would never, Bad Boy is a small boutique label. So what happens at a place like Bad Boy is you're able to do everything. Like, they don't put you in a box. Like, if you intern for Interscope, nothing's wrong with an internship here, but you're in a department. Like, you're in the marketing department, and you're basically doing Xeroxing, and you're answering phones and doing stuff like that. Or if you work in promotions, and you're doing, like, specifically you're in that department. At Bad Boy, it was you're an intern, and you're going to be doing the job of a paid employee, but we're just not going to pay you. So I was able to really get out, spread my wings, broaden my horizons, meet people, and basically I just wasn't getting paid to do it, but I was doing the job of a real employee. Okay. So my experience is far greater than it would have ever been had I just not. I got to do a lot of traveling. I mean, you build relationships with artists that I don't know if it's any specific thing. I think it was more of a feeling. It's a feeling of knowing that you chose the right thing. And even when I was interning, I always had the feeling that I knew that I was going to be okay here in this industry because I was able to build the relationships and do the things that I needed to do and see people who were succeeding and think to myself, okay, well, I think I can probably follow that path of a Sean Prez, of a Har Pierre, of a Gwen Niles, of a Sean Combs, people who were, talking to you and molding your career from the early stages because they took enough time or they had enough intuition to feel like you were going to at some point be, somebody of influence. So they were like, we're going to take the opportunity to mold this dude. And as an intern, that feels good because even though it wasn't monetarily beneficial, it was like a whole nother level in terms of knowledge that you gain just being around these people. And so absolutely, you go hard, you grind, you're in before your boss, you're out after your boss. He should never be a time when your boss is in the office and you're not physically in his face right there, able to, do what needs to be done. The grind is an all-day, all-night grind. I mean, when we say sleep is forbidden, it really is, because I was up at, 9 o'clock in the morning in the office doing radio stuff and calling DJs and getting to know, building relationships, and at nighttime is when you harvest them relationships. So I speak to you on the phone in the day, and I need to be around you in your face at night, which means I need to be in them clubs, and it's a respect that comes along with somebody who knows your work ethic. Like, if you're a person and you don't know me, but I call you when you're at home sleeping, and you're like, yo, Rich, I can't talk right now, I'm dead tired, but I'm the same dude that you see at the club at 5 o'clock in the morning too. It's like, wow, that dude is getting it in. Like, he's going to be calling me in 4 hours. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So there's a certain amount of respect that goes along with that. And that's how you build relationships in this game.
Okay.
The radio game is changing. And a lot of times, DJs don't have the same leverage or the same leeway they used to have back in the day where they were able to play whatever they wanted to play. So a lot of times now it's about speaking to program directors and music directors and getting your records on the list. And then you got to get to the DJ, and there's so many labels with so many records that, you basically have to all day, all night process where you're just calling people and discussing what it is every day from a radio standpoint. And then from a managerial standpoint, it's basically the same thing, because the way, the way subsidiaries work now is that you're responsible to bring your situation hot. Like, labels no longer want to do artist development and all that. They want a situation that's already taken off. So that means you have to go break a Ryan Leslie record. You know what I mean? You have to go break a Diamond Girl to get Universal excited. You have to go break Next Election's Chris Ivory to get, Jive or Def Jam excited. You have to go break a record for people to be like, the new Olivia record, you have to go break that record for people to be like, okay, it's something that we want to do now. And it's hard out there to break records because there's so much going on and so little slots, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this time of year, what's the fourth quarter? Fourth quarter is the big dog quarter, you know what I mean? So to break a new artist in the fourth quarter is challenging because, you know, you got 4 Jay-Z records out, you got a new Alicia Keys record out, you got a Rihanna record coming, you got a Chris Brown record coming, you got Mariah Carey records out, you got Dream records out, you got Kanye records out. All these people take up space on the radio. So people don't really understand that when they're like, yo, why my record not jumping? I'm like, yo, dog, do you understand who you're competing against right now? Like, you're competing against, like, machines. Like, at this point in their careers, these people are machines. Like, Whitney Houston, that's an investment to get that record on the radio. You know what I mean? Mariah Carey, that's an investment. That's a 15-year investment. That's a lot of platinum records. That's a whole bunch of records sold that you're competing against. Then you got new people who have just taken over the game. Like, you have a Drake. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when it comes to new music, that's where they're at with it. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne's all over his records, and you got new Nicki Minaj just trying to stick her head out and do what she's doing, and Kid Cudi's doing what he's doing, and, you know what I'm saying? My Sean and, you know, soundtracks. It's hard out there. It's hard out there.